As consumers around the world continue to ask more questions about their food, producers look for solutions that will increase consumer confidence in their products.
Food production is a complex process whose ultimate objective is to ensure the food that reaches the consumer is both safe and wholesome. The Food Safety Modernization Act was put into place in 2011. It was the most sweeping reform to the food safety laws in our country since the 1950s. I think that law enactment in itself has raised interest in food safety. There was a survey done in 2015 of the public, and what they found out is that 92% of the public wants to know where their food is coming from, but only 79% had any knowledge of that. This gap is also a driving force.
With increased consumer demand, transparency in food and livestock production and in consumer education are needed now more than ever.
Today's abundance of information and options really creates a need for education. I think that need is further complicated by the fact that such a small percent of the population of the United States is involved in agriculture. So there's no way for you to have understanding when you're not involved. What needs to happen is learning. And learning is a very difficult process because you have to take information from out there and get it in here. And so that isn't anything new in my opinion. We need to continue to educate, get information from out there into the consumer, into the population. That isn't going to change from 25 years ago, and it's not going to change 50 years from now. So just that knowledge transfer, that education, it's going to always be there. It's not just something that's happened right today.
Even as the increase in global population pressures the food system for more product, consumer and regulatory demands continue to signal that livestock producers must adapt to a changing marketplace.
So the consumer trends are really driving the need to reduce antibiotic use in livestock production. Food companies, manufacturers, labelers are finding that consumers prefer these products. So it's really driving producers to look for alternatives to antibiotics. That's accomplished through a wide variety of different management techniques, housing improvements, things that reduce stress on these animals. When you look at the livestock nutrition world in particular, we're looking at new research. We're looking at the use of prebiotics, probiotics, things that help the gut health of that animal and help them overcome the stress through nutritional management and nutritional programs. So that's really been the focus. There's lots of opportunities in this area. One thing to point out is the producer will always need the opportunity to be able to treat a sick animal with antibiotics. The consumers aren't asking to not be able to treat that animal because that would ultimately hurt the animal's welfare, and so we will need to preserve that option as well.
As grocery shoppers continue to add more natural and organic products to their carts, advances in science and technology are providing a better understanding of how livestock react to stress, illness, and environmental pressures, enabling major improvements to preventative health treatments and alternatives to antibiotics.
Advancements in science, I think, are really key to achieving our goal of producing meat more naturally. Not only from a nutritional side, because there's an intimate link between nutrition and immunity, but from other sides of science as well. One being the breeding side, where we can select animals who are more prone to be disease resistant, or animals that are less prone to illness, as well as from the management side of reducing the instances of illness in our production agriculture. So BioZyme is really committed to doing quality research to deliver a quality product to the consumer. One of our main focuses is not only on what our feed additives do to improve animal production, but how they do it. And I think the how is really important as we move forward to a world where we're trying to produce more meat with less assistance, meaning no antibiotics, because we probably won't have a silver bullet that solves all the problems, and we need to know how different feed additives work, how they might work together, and how they can be used in conjunction with management practices to get the most out of our animals.
As producers know, animal health and nutrition are two of the major factors in increasing efficiency of livestock production. BioZyme is a manufacturer of all-natural supplements for livestock and companion animals.
At BioZyme, our culture is care that comes full circle. So we try to provide care knowing that that care will come back. Care to our customers, care to our dealers, care to our employees. But in the end, that care is really about the animal. If we take care of the animal, if we care for it, it will care for us.
As the importance of animal care continues to come to the forefront of consumer consciousness, progressive livestock operations are adjusting their production practices to meet consumer demands and increase the value of their product.
Another innovative product here at BioZyme is our BioZyme Heat. It's a product that's formulated for the hottest months of the year and the time of the year when producers are dealing with fly pressure, specifically in cattle. BioZyme Heat combines Amaferm with natural plant extracts to give those additional benefits that are really looking at that new field, not just the basic nutrition of the animal, but what are the stresses that animal's dealing with at that time. It's been a really successful product for the producers. Helps them reduce antibiotic usage because when these animals are stressed in the summer from heat, they're standing in the ponds, they're susceptible to fly and insect pressure, and using these plant extracts to minimize those stresses greatly reduces the need to get out there and treat those animals, whether it be for pink eye or foot rot, issues that are caused by high stress. In addition, BioZyme also manufactures obviously feed additives and products for all species. We continue to look at new technologies that we can combine with the Amaferm effect to further help producers minimize the use of antibiotics in their feeding programs. BioZyme manufactures natural feed additives and nutritional solutions for all species, including dogs, horses, sheep, goats, cattle, and dairy. I'm really proud that our prebiotics can be found in feed mills across the globe, helping animals improve their performance and health naturally.
BioZyme is helping livestock producers raise animals more profitably and efficiently, while improving animal health through better nutrition.
BioZyme's products are natural feed additives. This is right in line with a recent 2017 survey of 1,000 consumers that said they prefer for the protein that they eat to be fed the same natural health supplements that they eat. In fact, they're 3 times more likely to prefer protein that has been fed these natural additives that enhance digestive health and therefore overall well-being. Amaferm fits right in. It enhances digestive health and therefore improves overall well-being. In fact, that's really key to the future of the industry as well, in my opinion, because what we used to see is that we had animal nutrition and we had animal health, and they were living in 2 different worlds, and now we see those 2 worlds coming closer and closer together, and in the next 3 to 5 years they're going to be right on top of each other. And BioZyme is completely supportive of that, and I believe it's the future of our industry.